Hello, friends. I'm Sharon from Natural Awakenings magazine, and today I am joined by my good friend, MacKenzie Heffernan. I had the amazing opportunity to live with MacKenzie for 2 months, about a year and a half ago. She is bright, she is energetic, and she is also the author of the article that appeared in this month's issue, Choosing Courage Over Comfort. And I'm going to switch to gallery view. Hi, MacKenzie.
Hi.
So MacKenzie is a leader in the health and wellness field. She left New Jersey and is now in St. Croix, helping women who have been victims of domestic violence find their voice and their strength. And we all thank you for that. And please tell us, what are you doing? And also share with us the journal that you've created to help everybody incrementally achieve those goals.
Sure, love to. Well, I am here in St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and yes, I am safe. Thank you. Anyone who was wondering, and I'm healthy. I'm actually sitting right here by the beautiful ocean, so you can hear the waves in the background. I came down here 3 years ago when I was studying at Rutgers, and I took a class about sustainability leadership, and I fell in love with the island, and I knew I needed to return. And then when I started my spiritual journey of self-transformation, I had a vision that I was back here in St. Croix, and I just have been trying to follow that and not rush that. So I was in California for a little while, and now I decided the time was right. So I'm back here, and I'm so happy to be here. I've just been learning a lot about the island. I was doing an internship on a sustainable farm, learning about agriculture. And I've also been getting out in the community and meeting a lot of people and trying a lot of the different businesses that they have to offer here. Been snorkeling and hiking, all of the wonderful things that they have here to do. It's truly beautiful. So I've also created this journal, and this is something I've been working on, and I've been working on this for about 2 years now, and it's finally ready to go. So this journal has been helping me with staying accountable of my self-care. So in the morning, I write down.
For 1 second, before we went live, you shared with me that this experience has helped you identify your anxiety that you didn't even necessarily know you were feeling until you got out of that situation. So can you tell us a little bit about that and how that ties into the journal?
Yes. So, like I was saying with Sharon earlier, I didn't recognize the extent of my anxiety until I left New Jersey. And when I was in California, I really enjoyed the laid back lifestyle of it's, hippie vibes, but it's also still very much the US. So, and my position I was working in was very a high stress position. And I realized that it was too much for me. And so that's why I came to St. Croix, because I knew I needed to slow things down. And that has really helped me with staying present. And this is too. So with this has helped me to realize, with the schedule part, I was talking about this with Sharon. I used to do a bullet journal, and I would write down what I had for the weekly schedule, for the month, for my daily schedule. And I felt that I was often letting that control my life to a T, and that if it didn't go as planned, I would try to switch everything around for it to go that way. And I think sometimes I was often cutting people out of my life that I shouldn't have been, or maybe prioritizing a job or a meeting or something that wasn't super necessary or could have been rescheduled. I was sometimes putting that over helping friends or doing something that I felt just for me. A lot of times it was finding time to do self-care in my busy schedule was not always that easy. That's why I decided this year has made us all realize that we've been doing way too much for other people, and we need to start doing more for ourselves. So I've taken time to work for myself and get this journal actually created so that I can have this for myself, but also for other people. Yes. And so I have not been working for anyone else yet after I left the farm. And it feels good. It feels weird. I'm like, Sharon knows I was bouncing around from like 4 to 5 jobs. Always something would always be coming in. And it's not that I don't have any opportunities to work. I've been asked to work multiple places, but I've been trying to stick true to what I want to do, and know that if I keep giving everyone else my energy and my time, then there's less for me and there's less for what I want to do. So that's something that I've had to acknowledge. And this journal helps me stay focused on what I really want. In the morning, I write what I'm grateful for, my affirmations, my intentions, and my goals. And sometimes I don't get to all my goals, put them on the next day, but writing it down, I'm so much more likely to do that. I'm so much more likely to do that rather than just, it's so much easier on our phone for me to just be like, oh, I'll do that later. Oh, I don't know if that's anybody else, but I'll swipe and just be like, oh, notification, I'll see you later. But when I'm like,
You
right,
know what? I like that you say that, because we're different in age. You're my young friend, and I'm like that too. I would prefer to look at it written down. So it's nice that it's not necessarily a generational thing. It's just something tangible that if we write it down, all of a sudden you feel like you're more committed, you feel more accountable. You can't just swipe it away and push it off for later. So I love that we both see things that way, even though we are like 20 some odd years apart.
I think this has helped me actually detach from my phone. And it's funny because I'm using it now and I use it to promote this. So if people are hearing about the journal, you're hearing about it on the phone because I'm in the Virgin Islands. But this has really helped me with not getting up in the morning and just checking my notifications right away. Not sleeping with my phone next to me. Oh gosh. Please don't do that if you're watching this video. Please put your phone in another room, put all your devices in another room. Wake up in the morning and just breathe. And then I do my journal. And that, like, just those few minutes. And at the end of the day, too, not going to bed scrolling. Um, like when I was younger, I used to stay up on my computer all night and I would fall asleep just like on my computer. And now I'm like realizing obviously how bad that was for my health and how much my sleep was affected by that. So having that 5 to 10 minutes before you go to bed to write down like, wow, what did I enjoy about today? What did I eat? What did I exercise? What did I do for myself? Makes you think more about, okay, like I'm doing a great job and I'm going to keep doing that. And I'm going to keep looking forward to what's awesome the next day. And I'm getting better every day. I'm going to add something new. So for me, it's helped me gain awareness of what my habits are on a day-to-day basis and seeing, okay, do I like that? Do I not like that? Where did I get this from? Is it something that somebody else told me? Do I need that? Maybe not. So I'm glad that like this is helping younger people connect more with writing because now everything is digital and it's for the kids too. Now education is now digital. So if we can get these in the hands of some students, I would love that so that they could have a little bit more of that again. And for adults, even, I think my dad's admitted it too, that he's become addicted to his devices, especially during this COVID time, because when you're retired and you don't have a job, and people who don't, now all these people are losing their job, and you have the news on, the TV on, you have your laptop open, and you have your phone, and you have your tablet, and your music is playing in the background, and you don't even realize that it's like all this stuff is coming at you, and you're like, wait a minute, but like, is this any of my beliefs? Like, so much is trying to come at us, and I'm starting to like, now I'm really understanding what's going on with the internet and with data and how much of they're trying to grab your attention and keep you hooked. So this has been helping me to be like, let me detach for a few minutes. And like I said, it's not only a generational thing. Everybody's being affected by this this technology. Amazon made a whole holiday so that they could sell more TVs. Why do you think they did that?
Because it works.
Like, Like, hello, like, you know? So I'm like turning off the TV. I don't even get service in my apartment. Actually, it's great. And I have been debating whether I wanted to get Wi-Fi in my apartment or not, but because it's concrete, there's nothing inside. And I kind of like that I have that barrier that I can just go outside if I need to make a phone call. And I
Mm.
can still stop inside because of my hotspot if I keep my phone outside, and I can still use the TV. But it's nice because I'm not on phone calls or scrolling on social media inside. So I have to go outside if I want to do any of that stuff. And so I like that I've created that barrier so that it's like, this is my space. I'm coming inside. I'm stepping away from that technology if I want to.
I think a lot of people are suffering from overstimulation right now because of COVID. You're home. What else is there to do? If you live alone or if you have family members, everybody wants to be on their game, on the TV, doing whatever. And being bombarded with information that is not necessarily good for anyone. So I love the fact that the journal is a monthly journal and that you can look at make incremental goals and then take those little steps to change your life. Like you were saying earlier when we were speaking, some people can be like, nope, starting tomorrow, that's it. I'm not eating anything that's bad. I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But most of us don't have the willpower to wake up one day and transform our life overnight. So that's why this is so great, because you make little decisions, you write them down, you're accountable, you think about why you're grateful, which is another thing. I was listening to the radio this morning and it was like a survey of how people are feeling. And it's like bad emotion, bad emotion, bad emotion, bad emotion. And the last thing on the list was hopeful. But this journal can help you be more hopeful every day. And that's why I think it's a really powerful thing. And you're also working with women who are going through domestic violence situations. You shared with me that there weren't even laws against domestic violence until 10 years ago. So educating those women and giving them a voice, giving them their power that they may not have necessarily even known that they had is huge. So how are they getting the journal? Where can people buy it?
Thanks for asking. Well, on island, for anyone who is in St. Croix, I'm currently selling the journal at a local gift shop. Love and Light has great, awesome things there. I know you would love the shop. Sharon has a lot of crystals and jewelry and books, and she has tarot cards and incense and everything. And so I thought this would be perfect for that store. And Ariella is a great person. She does chakra sessions, chakra balance sessions. So I got one from her in the beginning when I first came here, and that was awesome. And I'm also selling them at the Caribbean Center, a museum Center of the Arts. And so that is a nonprofit. So part of the proceeds will go towards their organization as well. So those are two on island so far. I also am selling them in person and also online. So I have my blog, kenziexlove.com and /shop. You can find the journal. So this is the 30-day journal. Comes with a bookmark, a sticker, card, and then you can also find my other product, which is the Map Your Life Playbook. I'll show you that real quick too. This is something that I think is great for anyone who loves to travel or has dreams of traveling. And this is just like a fun activity that I think is also good for mental health. I think we've been seeing a lot more coloring books and activities to practice mindfulness. And so this is another something I've created that would be a great partner with the journal. Great for a gift as well. So this is like you color in, oh, these falling out. Color in on the map where you've been, and you write down the places, you write, color in where you want to go, draw a picture of your hometown, drawing a picture of the top destination, draw where you are right now. And to help people gain awareness from a geographic perspective of how, where you've been, where you want to go, where you are right now has shaped you and your beliefs and your opinions. So that's what I just wanted to create this as something fun for people to do, and it's for all ages. I think, yeah, I know, I obviously think kids will love to draw and color and do all this stuff too, but I think adults need it more too, honestly. I think that's what this whole thing has made us realize, that we're working too much. We need to chill. We need to be doing this stuff with our kids, not just giving it to them, and leading by example and taking care of ourselves. So if we're doing this, they're going to want to do it too. We're going to get something out of it. They're going to get something out of it too. We are the leaders. And for any of parents that are listening to this, just know that, like, you're doing a great job. You're doing the best that you can. And that's awesome. But everything you do, they're watching. So, and anybody, not only a parent, so everybody that's out there, all of those kids, especially right now with all of these changes going on, they're looking to for guidance, and we need to be there to show them everything's going to be okay. We're all going to be all right. And so these two items have really been helping me gain more awareness and mindfulness in my life. I hope that this can do the same for others. So if there's somebody that you think would enjoy a book like this, you could get them for a holiday or just to be nice. Yeah, and so you could get it either separately, the books, or you can get them together as a bundle.
Awesome. And I also follow you on Instagram. I love your little posts. So how can people follow you? Give them the details.
Yes, I am on social media as well. So you can look at my posts. I share my journal every day almost. I have some videos also talking more about them. And I have a lot of videos on the farm and here on the island. My tag is _ Kenzie X Love.
Great.
And on Facebook, Kenzie X Love.
Awesome.
So, sorry, Instagram is the _ and then Facebook is regular. But I think I'm going to be doing a social media detox for probably like a week. So just a heads up, you go on there recently. We all need breaks from it. So I'm just acknowledging that it comes in waves and it's a powerful tool. And I like to remind myself that it's still, I'm still trying to use it for what it is, what it's supposed to be made for, sharing who we are and what we like, and just sharing videos and pictures of our lives. Yes, I'm using it for my business now as well, but my business is my life and my blog, so it's okay. This is what I'm supposed to share. But I think sometimes we get so attached to the instant gratification or the worrying about what other people think and the likes and everything, that we've forgotten about, like, I'm posting this because I like this about me and this is what I want to share. I shouldn't be worrying about whether people are going to judge or who's going to like it. So it's all about, what I've tried to do is just, what are my intentions with social media? Am I using it like, and I'm sitting on it all day and letting it distract me and letting it do what it's doing and letting those advertisers keep making money on me scrolling? Or I set reminders on my phone, post photo on story, and then I'll do that at a certain time. Okay, close the app. I will still check and I'll see some people's things every once in a while, but it can be very consuming and it can change the way that we think. And a lot of stuff is, they're listening to us, they're trying to get us to do certain things. So at least if you have that awareness and know, this is not my life, I don't need to put everything on here. I can if I want to, and it's my choice. And I don't have to believe. And that's what it's all about. And I think that's what this needs to be, is that technology is great when we're using it with intention and we're using it with awareness, instead of ignoring what the other side effects that can be, acting like it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, my Instagram it's mine. It's for me. I like, people want to look at my photos, go right ahead. But I've got like 5,000 photos on my phone, and the ones that I want to look back at and remember the most, I put them on Instagram, because then I can find them easily. So if you want to be my friend and look at my photos, knock yourself out. But I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else. And I also like it because these are 50 people I've met over the course of my career and life. And they're the ones that I want to check in with every once in a while. So I'm not on there every day like, ooh, who's doing what? No, maybe once a week I go on. I'm like, oh, that's a cute picture of your kid. Like that kind of thing. Don't let it dominate your life. And so many people allow that to happen, especially now with COVID, because they feel disconnected. And again, going back to the journal, look within. Stop looking for fulfillment out there. Fulfillment is in here. And you brought a very powerful tool to the table to help people do that.
Yeah, I think this whole year has just made us realize that, like, we have to do it ourselves. We have to save ourselves, and no one else is going to be there. I mean, I think we can do it together, but it's like, it starts with you.
Right.
And I think that's what this is helping people realize, is that, like, you can't just keep expecting everybody else to know what your habits and what your beliefs and your deep rooted everything is. A therapist is going to take a little while to get to know you. You're going to keep paying for that. And they're going to want you to keep paying for that. Do you want to find out on your own and have it something that you can do on your own? I'm trying to push more of a, let's see how we can get this awareness of what I can do first for myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to look for those other things. It's not that I'm going to say, oh, I don't need anybody. I don't need any of those services. I can't do everything. I would like to get a massage. I would like to go to a yoga class or whatever it is, to go buy a certain product. I don't want to have to do everything. But that's helping me acknowledge, where am I out of balance, and what do I need a therapist? Do I need to go get this type of service? So that's what, at least it's opening up your eyes to acknowledging what are your habits, so that you can make those changes instead of expecting somebody else to tell you, instead of going to the doctor and acting as if they know what you do every day. Go ahead and bring them this journal, and then they'll probably be able to help you and look and, oh, you ate this yesterday. Oh, you ate pizza all week. Oh, I wonder why you have some.
Yes.
If we all had that and we all looked at it and we were like, wow, oh, that makes sense. I get why I have a headache now. Yep. It's because I was sitting in front of my computer all day, every day. It's like funny that we go to all these other people for help to heal ourselves when, like, they barely even know what we do. We need to figure out what we do first. Like, a lot of times, a lot of us don't even know. So it's like, okay, this is great, because a lot of times we're not ready to heal ourselves. Maybe we do need to still go to a doctor, but this is a first step for me to be like, okay, what are my habits? What is my self-care like? Then I can go somewhere and tell them, hey, this is what I've been doing. I've been trying to gain more awareness of what my life is like. What suggestions do you have to help?
Awesome.
And then you can decide from there, do you want to take that advice or not?
Yeah. Well, thank you again for joining me this morning. I'm so jealous. It's raining and nasty and freezing as I sit here in my thermal and sweater, and I'm very jealous of the sunshine and the beach behind you. Are there any last thoughts you would like to leave us with?
Well, I just want everyone to know that everything's going to be great. We're all safe, all loved. You can do whatever you want if you believe in that. So you attract what you believe. Change your mindset. My journal has helped me change my mindset and thinking more positively and attracting more opportunities. You acknowledge and it's accepted that, abundance will come in and it's going to flow. You have to trust. And if you want to move to the Virgin Islands, let me know. I'll help you out. And we're going to be doing retreats soon too, so with Maya. So Sharon, if you want to come down, you can be one of our first guests. And anyone else who's looking to get a getaway, or if you don't have the means of coming here yet, or if you are trying to stay safe from COVID, you can do your own retreat with your journal and your playbook. You can stay safe at home. Maybe you get outside a little bit, get some fresh air.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kenzie.
So glad. Thank you. Glad we got to connect.
Yeah, and I'm going to start my journal today, and then we'll touch base in like 2 weeks and say, hey, here's how what's going on, and you can let us know what's going on with you.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Bye.
Good day. It's a great day to be alive.